Morning, gang. It's Lincolnshire's Chapel Hill Marina speaking to you this morning. Well, it's not them. Yeah, I'm just on the Chapel Hill Marina. Good morning, Chris Reardon, welcoming you to Tuesday's edition of United Kingdom Talk, coming to you from the Chapel Hill Marina here in Lincolnshire. Good morning. Who's early with us today? Let's see. Oh, first message of the day from Mr. Roy Brownlow. He's up bright and early this morning. Morning, Roy. Hello to Diane Jeb. Heidi is just popping down for a fag. Oh, Heidi, dear. You must give up that smoking, my love. Not good, especially at your age, dear. I managed to give up smoking. Oh, it must be about 26, 36, 46, 50. I would say over 30 years ago I managed to kick that habit. Yeah. So, I mean, I started, I think I was about 15 at the time. You know, you all used to smoke at school in the toilet. Did you do that, Heidi? Group of us used to go in the toilet and smoke. It was always very funny. I find that very amusing these now. Because you would hear a teacher come into the toilet. We'd be in a lockup, you know. You'd hear a teacher come into the toilet. We'd be in the lockup, not all in the same one. Not like being at trade. We'd be we'd be in the lockup, and you could hear the teacher come in and say stuff, and we'd smoke it, and the door didn't go like from top to bottom. You know, it was one of those with the gaps. And for some reason, we thought that the teacher wouldn't know we'd been smoking. Completely oblivious to these clouds of smoke that used to come over the top of the toilets. How many more people used to smoke in the toilets at school? So I was about 15 then, and I smoked until I was about 25. So not good, really. Loads of the scouts, when I was in the scouts, we used to smoke in the tent. I mean, how dangerous is that? That would have gone up in flames, wouldn't it? A tent or something like that. And the scout leader used to come in the tent. We'd have a big patrol tent. There could be 4, 5, 6 of us in that. 6 was a bit of a squeeze, but there was, you know, we was about, I don't know, 14, 15, 16 years old. And the scout leader would open the flapping doors and say, "Who's smoking in here?" No, not us. Not us. And you would actually believe that they thought they couldn't tell whether someone's been smoking or not. The place used to stink. Sleeping bags and clothes used to stink of the smoke. Time to give up, Heidi. Come on, dear. Let's squeeze a few more years of life out of that flagging body of yours by giving up smoking. Good morning, Heidi. All right, morning to Kate Doody. Morning, Kate. Gareth Loxton over there on YouTube. Morning. Good morning to Adam the Plumber, who sends in a little bit of a really good, something really good to do, actually. I'm liking the look of this. Adam's just sent me a little poster earlier on there. 1 second, my darlings. Now, where's that gone now? There we are. If you're in the London area, the Lambeth Walk, the pearly queen of Rotherhithe and Bermondsey. Now, Rotherhithe is where I used to do a quiz night. It's about 3 years ago now. At a wonderful little pub called the Mayflower, which is really nice. If you ever get a chance to go down there, excuse me, if you ever get a chance to go down to the Mayflower, which is literally on the Thames, it's small, it's a small place, but it is so much character in that place. And I had, I think about 2.5, 3 years of doing the quiz in there. I gave it up for 2 reasons. The traffic was absolutely horrendous trying to get to this place, but it wasn't that so much. They changed the sound system in there, and it introduced a delay in between me using the microphone and the sound actually coming out of the speakers of about 1/4 to 1/2 a second, which you may not think is that much, but I'd be walking around and we can hear, why do we hear an echo in here? And it's just on, and eventually I thought, I can't stand this any longer, so I quit. You know, but that being said, I thought it was very well run. A lovely, lovely boss called Paul. And it's well worth a visit. Well, in the same area, coming very soon there, is the Pearly Queen of Rotherhithe and Bermondsey doing the Lambeth Walk, Wing Walk 0, it says. So that's raising money for justgiving.com/UK Homes for Heroes. Now, I'm just trying to see where the event is. I don't see an event. Where's the event? Is this? Oh, here we are. In aid of UK Homes for Heroes on Tuesday, it's 24th of September at Headcorn Aerodrome in Kent. Oh, so it's not in London. We're not far out of it, though, is it? So there we are, the Pearly Queen of Rotherhithe and Bermondsey doing the Lambeth Walk, Wing Walk 01. So they're walking across a plain. Is this bloody plane going to take off? What, while they're walking along the top of it? They must be off their heads. I mean, I'm sorry, I think there's a limit to what you will do to charity. I suggested to someone, you know, we've got the super chat enabled now. When you do a super chat, it flashes up on my screen, so I can't miss the message, you know, if you've, and it's like for tips and things. If you like the show, sometimes people don't, I'm not asking you to put a super chat in. Please, I wouldn't do that, but it's there if you want it to do a tip. And I thought to myself last night, perhaps I should do something to get tips, like remove an item of clothing. How do you think that would go down? You know, so every time someone sends, shall we say, let's not go over the top, shall we say £2? Every time someone sends £2, I remove another item of clothing. Do you think that would work? How long would we manage before YouTube take us off stream? I'd really clothe myself up well, but I'd have gloves, several pairs of gloves on, several shirts, several jackets, a wig, glasses, and every time someone sent £2, I'd have to remove something. For charity, the Chris Reardon charity, of course. So, but that'd be something to go down and see, wouldn't it? Okay, so once again, the Pearly Queen of Rotherhithe and Bermondsey doing the Lambeth Wing Walk, walking along the plain. I don't know if the plane's in the air at the time; it doesn't say, but it's in aid of UK Homes for Heroes on Tuesday, 24th of September 2019, at Headcorn Aerodrome in Kent. I don't think I'd be doing that, so good luck to everyone doing that. All right, where are we now? Where did we get to? Adam, there we are. Good morning to Sean Pye. Morning, Sean. I hope you got your, I think I did your raffle ticket this morning, did I? What was I doing with your name this morning? Oh, no, I was adding you to the text phone. Where's the text? Well, I've got the text phone here for people that send texts in. By the way, gang, the text phone doesn't receive calls. Just to let you know that if you ever ring the text phone, no one will answer. It doesn't actually ring, okay? It's just set up to receive text. The texting number is up there, 07551 259 675, if you ever want to use that. If you're tapping away on the keyboard, you don't need to. It's kind of for people who have not got the access. Some people watch on a big telly, and I think you can send messages on the telly, but it's that remote control where you've got to move the little thing over. Oh Christ, that's fallen on the floor now. Move the little thing. Press A and move it back again. L, press L. Oh, what a nightmare that is, isn't it? Trying to enter text in or a password with a remote control, especially one of those Apple TV things. I've got a really old Apple TV box up at the house, and it's got this silly little metal remote control, which is very high quality, I must say. The Apple stuff is very high quality, but to enter a password, you do that and move it across the E, move it a bit across A, and then you hit the thing twice, and then you've got to go all the way down to the bottom, move it across again, and hit the backspace, and you hit the wrong one, and you put a space in. Oh, what a nightmare that is. You know, to save you doing that, you can always text in a message on your phone up there, 07551 259 675, okay? Good morning. Oh, let's just scroll up a little bit there. Sorry, that's jumped down for some reason. That's Sean I said hello to, didn't I? Good morning, Sean. Morning to Jason Hughes, Claire L. Good morning, Claire, darling. All right, my sweet. Good morning to Shane Gunstead. Good morning, Shane. I think that's you're the first time you've joined us for a little show here. Good morning to you, Shane. Welcome along. Just a reminder, I'm up in Lincolnshire. Sometimes the connection, the internet connection, is not so stable up here due to the 4G. If it disappears, if the show disappears for some reason, just give it 20 seconds or so, and then go back onto the youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK, and there should be another little screen there that comes up within. Give it up to 2 minutes. It should happen within 10 seconds, 20 seconds or so, but give it up to 2 minutes. If it's not back after 2 minutes, give up, because it's not come back on at this end. All right, just to remind you of that, boys and girls. Morning to Elle Scott Shaw, good morning, who says, I'm looking sexy today. Do you think so, Ellie? Do you think so? I've got a mirror in front of me there, just below the camera, actually. I don't think I'm looking particularly sexy tonight, but if you say so, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and what a wonderful beholder you are this morning, Ellie. Thank you, darling. Hello to David in Hemel, good morning. Yes, I've got David in Hemel won the fridge magnet yesterday. I did think he was going to come into the pub last night. He's one of our pub goers, which is quite good because it saved me the price per stamp. But he didn't come in, so I've got that in my bag for you, David, next time you turn up at the karaoke, all right? Roy, do I get a fridge magnet? Good God, no. Good God, no. What, for just being first? What have you had to do to be first on there, Roy? Certainly not. Fridge magnets are only available when the raffle happens. The raffle happens on a Monday morning, somewhere between 8:30 and 10 o'clock. However, each show that we do, you are entitled to 1 raffle ticket. Okay, so later on, as always, I'll be giving out the raffle tickets, so don't go anywhere, gang. Feel free to share the show to your pages as well, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Jason says, now you do different stuff in the toilet. Not at my age, I don't. They just walk past, Jason. Oh, no, Ellie's smoking. Ellie's smoking away here, just thinking about my new male friend I got last night on Facebook as a Facebook request. Yippee, he's only 21 years old, you lucky cow. Oh, sorry, did I really say that? Have you snared one of those in there, Ellie? Here, listen, Ellie, and some of the straight lads who are with us on the show each and every morning. I've got to tell you, Ellie, you know, you can always pick up a young straight lad as an older lady. I know this for a fact. When I've been DJing in straight pubs and clubs and like that, right, beginning of the night, young lads, young girls come in, okay? The young lads get themselves a drink and start trying to chat up the young girls who give them a really hard time. And I've seen young lads go up there full of it, you know. All right, girl, can I have it? My nephew would be one of them. My nephew would absolutely be one of them, Jimmy. He was straight, not so much now, he's got a girlfriend, but he walked over there, yeah, all right, cool, you're really nice, you are, and all that business. And the young girls will push them away. Okay? The lads go and get another drink, and they have another go, and they get pushed back again. You know what some of these young girls are like? We don't have any, funny enough, we don't have any young girls watching this programme, only those of a certain other older age, slightly older than young, shall we say, right? And every time they knock them back, ha! Did you see that? He wants to buy me a drink, ha! Gorgeous lads, who I wouldn't turn down. In fact, I probably wouldn't turn down anyone, come to think of it, actually. Anyway, I wouldn't turn them down, but these young girls, they think it's quite funny to make the lads look stupid. You know what I mean here, boys? It must have happened to you as well. Except Mark, because he's too good looking for it to happen to. Is he with us yet? Yeah, there he is. Morning, Mark. Doesn't happen to Mark. They're queuing outside his house and he's got married. And 2 children, they're still queuing. Anyway, so as the night progresses, this happens more, and then these lads will give up, right? Ellie, here's my advice to you. Go to any pub or club round about half an hour before closing. The old birds, when I say old, I mean over 50, okay? You'll get away with it if you're over 40 as well, my darling. Don't worry about that. I don't know how old you are, actually. So the old birds, over 50, come in round about half an hour before it closes. They get themselves a little drink, a glass of wine or something, and they stand round the side. And they're all dolled up. 4 inches of makeup on. Great big lipstick and clothes, which in some cases don't suit them, but it doesn't matter. The time is ticking on. The young lads haven't had any luck with the young girls. They move on to the old birds. And I have seen late teenage, early 20s lads disappearing outside that door with the over 50s birds. So don't worry, Ellie. I don't think you're over 50, actually. I think you're about 38, something like that? I don't know. I'm completely guessing. I have no idea how old you are. But so you've got nothing to worry about. Just turn up at any pub, any club, about half hour. Go and find somewhere sort of perhaps not so bright. Sit in the corner there with your drink, and the lads will come to you. And you'll disappear out that door with them. All right? Now, I have to tell you, they may not stay the whole night. They may not stay the whole night, but you should get 1 or 2 of them, Ellie. Why stop at 1? Take a couple home. And that, my dear, is an absolute fact. My eyes do not deceive me. And then usually some of these lads I will know as well. You know, they come up to me, sometimes slap me on the arse. All right, you old puff, how are you? And I'm very well, thank you. And then they will come back the next time and tell me what happened. Just a little word of advice, Ellie. Don't turn up at the same pub twice and do that. You get yourself a name. Like I have. Morning to Michael Lawrence. He came along to the karaoke last night. I think he had a good time. He watched a few of the singing and played a little game of pool at the back with the lads who played pool. Karaoke last night was fantastic. It was the best Monday we've had in there for weeks. I've been a little bit concerned about the Monday. It became very stale. It became stale. Ballads, no new people coming at all. You always need a little core of regulars, of course, to keep things going. But you need other people as well to make that. You can do the night, no problem. But it misses a bit of a spark. There's no spark if no one's new coming. And we had a lot. I don't know what happened last night. There was an awful lot of new people in there last night. And everyone was fantastic. Ray Reynolds did the ones with the Union Jack, and he's given me a flag actually, which is in my bag in the car. Give me a little Union flag in the car there, and we did da 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 da. Very patriotic song he did, and he did Swan. I think Swanee, How I Love You, the one with where you do a train. So that was fantastic, and a great night last night. Nice people, all up for a good laugh. Fantastic. So thank you if you came down, and nice to see you, Michael. Lovely to see you, okay? Sean only smokes after doing it, you know. I must get a decent... Stop. I'm not reading that. You need oil in, dear, if you're smoking while you're moving rapidly. Hello to Joanna. Morning, Joanna. I said hello to Mark, didn't I? Let's have a look. Is Ray Reynolds a pearly king or queen? I don't know. Why don't you ask him, David? Yeah, he'd be. I bet he's got that jacket. Is Ray with us this morning? I don't know if Ray's with us this morning or not. Did I read his name? I can't remember now. Can't remember. I don't know. He may well have one of those outfits because Ray Reynolds has got lots of costumes. He's got a Heidi High outfit. He's got a Dad's Army outfit. So it wouldn't surprise me if he had a pearly king and queen jacket. Oh, you can make one yourself. Buy any old jacket and sew a load of buttons on it. My sister would do that. My sister could do something like that. She's very good at the sewing. Who is Mystery Dave at the karaoke? That would be David in Hemel, who's with us in the morning. David in Hemel is Dave B at the karaoke. Okay, that's who that is. Morning, LaBelle. I am her emerald-eyed checkerboard of love. Good morning, lovely LaBelle. Morning, my dear. £2 to take your clothes off. You're not thinking big enough. No, I'm just not greedy, LaBelle. I'm not greedy. I can't ask for any money, you know that. Couldn't ask for money. Morning to Matthew Van. Should have had your raffle ticket, Matthew. Morning to Ellie. Sorry. Where's my new friend? He should be on here. Can't wait to meet him. Maybe my new 21-year-old friend. Let's just scroll down a little bit. Heidi Young. Good morning, Heidi. Loving the Lincolnshire picture. I found that the last shop I was in, Skegness. That's where that's come from. That is the same shop. You know the one on the main road, opposite the department store. That is exactly where that came. Special offer, £10. Oh, honestly, this bloke in the shop. So we're going around. It was my sister who took us into the shop in Skegness. Right? She said, let's go and have a look at the picture. No, I don't want to look in there. And then we found this whole section of Skegness type pictures. And I thought, oh, I'll have one of those. And my sister noted that they'd been reduced from £20 to £10. So I took mine to the till. All comes in bubble wrap and all that. And I said, I'll have this, please. It's on special offer. He said, yeah, £10. He said, they're all being sold today at cost price. I thought, of course they're not being sold at cost price. Of course they're not being sold at cost price. Otherwise, how would you be living, you know, and paying for the electricity in here? Cost price, my arse. What a load of crap that is. But there we are. It was only 10 quid. It's good, isn't it? There was one with trains in, ones with churches in and that sort of thing. So nice. Good morning to Paul and Lou. There's our moderators. So 2 of our moderators are appearing there. Morning. Mark was loving, that would have been Kitty. Kitty, who was at the karaoke last night. It was her first time in. She had fishnet tights on, and Mark got very excited when he saw those, didn't you, Mark? I thought you was. Oh, by the way, good weather today. Lovely weather at the front there. The sun is coming up. It was a bit chilly last night, and more nice weather to come. It says in the Sun this morning the mercury is set to rise again. With just a light breeze, we could see some mist and light patches this morning. Well, of course, we've gone this morning. But it's going to pick up again, boys and girls, and it's going to be nice and warm again. It's going to be a nice week, nice warm spell, a warm front running east to west, and the temperatures will be rising as the week goes on. Saturday being the warmest day, we reckon down south, where I'll be, of course, at the weekend between 25 and 26 degrees centigrade. So that's around about 80 Fahrenheit. So nice weather on the way. After getting back, after the karaoke, I came up here, of course, jumped in the car. I was in the car at about 11:05, actually, 11:10. Got back up here at 2 o'clock. I did stop for a sandwich on the way because I hadn't had anything to eat since about 1 o'clock, except for the 3 Jaffa cakes someone very foolishly left on the bar, which I grabbed as I walked past while I was working last night. And I got up here around about 2 o'clock. There was a slight diversion off the A1M, which was closed at the A14. And a very, very slight diversion of about 10 minutes, I suppose, not long. Got here. I'd already switched my kettle on and my heating by remote control. How clever is that? Just click a button. I set up the kettle, switch it on and put it on one of those smart plugs, you see. Got it on one of those smart plugs, which I fill up on Friday. Okay? So Monday, when I'm on my way here, about 10 minutes due, I'll just click a thing on the mobile phone and it turns the kettle on. Time I'm here, the kettle's boiled and the heating's on. It was lovely. Got in here and then I'm just pottering about and I went in the bedroom. Oh my God, there's this massive black spider. And it wasn't legs. I don't mind legs so much on a spider. It's the bodies. I don't like a big body. This thing was jet black. It wasn't one of those false widows because it didn't have the pattern on it. It was just shiny black. It probably a proper widow. It wasn't a false widow. It was an actual widow spider here in our Lincolnshire television studio complex, waiting to eat me while I was asleep. Fortunately, I spotted it before I go to bed. It seems, because I put the heating on in the bedroom as well last night, and it seemed to come out of the top of the air conditioning unit. Or at least it was hiding up there. Perhaps me putting the heating on. I was going to put the heating on, come back out, and when I come out, I saw it crawling along the ceiling. Oh, it was massive. It was about the size of 3 London buses. I kid you not. Thing crawling. I thought, that ain't staying in there. I can put up with a small spider, right? Or, you know those spiders that have got little pinhead bottles and long legs? I don't mind those so much either. Okay? But the ones with big bodies, nah. No. Because that body is big enough to swallow my body. Not having that. Sorry. I'm sorry, gang. Tissue paper out. Bye-bye. Got it. No. No, no, no. Not in the bedroom. Directly above where my head is laying. Could have crawled into my mouth. I could have been doing a show today and a spider would actually crawl out of my mouth into you while I'm doing the show. Frightening. So there we are. Got rid of that. Had a cup of tea and went to bed. And I woke up this morning around about 9:15 this morning. So that was not. I had a good sleep last night. Didn't wake up once. Didn't wake up once. So a lovely sleep last night. Thank you very much. And up here to talk to you this morning, of course. Let's have a look. Ellie, I'm just laying here on top of my bed, Chris, thinking, is your desk big enough for me and LaBelle to lay across? Nobody could see you then, love. No, it's not. This in front of me it's about a foot wide. It's not what's that? I don't know, 12 centimetres, whatever that is. No, not 12, 10, 20, about 25 centimetres. It's very, very narrow, this. Okay, things fall off this. Things do actually fall off this, I've got to tell you. Okay, so no, it wouldn't be it wouldn't be wide enough for one person to lay on it. Certainly no one with an arse as fat as mine. So no. Okay. Do you have a mirror over your bed, David? No, dear. Why would I want that, love? To look at myself in bed? Upset myself even more with the weight increase. No, thank you. I did enjoy the Jaffa cakes. Thank you very much, Michael. And what's your nephew's name, Chris? Jimmy. Oh, no, you're going to look him up now, aren't you? To see if he's suitable for you. Ellie's desperate, isn't she? Christ almighty. She's in... You can't satisfy Ellie. She gets rid of one lad, chucks them out the door, and another one comes in. I'm so glad you're not my neighbour, dear. All that banging away going on at night with doors opening and closing, of course, I mean. Okay. Did you pull at the karaoke? No, I never pull at the karaoke. Nothing wrong with a mature woman. Absolutely. I agree. Right, I'm going to have to scroll down a bit. Mark is promising to slap me on the arse. I do hope so, Mark. You make sure you do that the first time you meet me. Just say, all right, Chris, bang. There you go. I bet that will make my day. That will make my day, all right? Morning to Russ Philip Vernon. Good morning to Playtime with Evie and Harry. Good morning to you two. That'd be my nephew, Gary. Pizza tonight. We're doing pizza tonight, aren't we? Are we all... I can't remember what we're doing now. Are we all going out? Evie, Harry, you, Stacey, for a pizza? How is that working? And if so, what time? Do they usually have dinner straight after school? Or do they go from school to swimming and then have dinner? I can't remember how it works, really. I suppose I could, if they have, because I have promised you this, haven't I? So how does that work? Let me know, please. Thank you very much. I said hello to Adam the plumber, haven't I? Done that already. I think we're down there, aren't we? Something's jumped forward there. Cuss, where did that go? Well, I have said good morning to you, Mark. Good morning, my dear. Morning to Michael Polman. Gonna have to scroll down here, boys and girls, because we're not getting anywhere. Pearly suits can take 2 weeks. Can take weeks and months and years to make. Wow. A pearly queen hat took 5 weeks to make. That's a long time, isn't it? Well, it depends how quickly you sew. Perhaps she hasn't got very nimble fingers. I reckon LaBelle would be able to make something like that. Do you make costumes? Right. Look, Ellie, look, she's desperate. Mark, I'm wearing red fishnet stockings this morning. Oh, dear me. Heidi, if I ever get the train to Skegness for the day, would you meet me and show me around? I don't know Skegness that much, Heidi. No. I probably wouldn't have the time, to be honest, Heidi. My time up here is very, very full up, if you see what I mean. I finish a show, I try and do a quick summary, then I go swimming, then I come back, then I have lunch, then I have a swim, and then I go to family. So I probably wouldn't have time, Heidi. That's the trouble. But when I go to Skegness next, we may be going this week, I'm going to get you a key ring, okay? And I shall send that to you as you've asked. All right, my darling? Because as I found you collect key rings, and I feel I'd like to do that for you. So there we are. Right, let's just scrub. Oh, look, Roy, 3-day-old stagnant water in a kettle full of germs. No, you boil the water, though, don't you? It boils. Kills everything in there, boiled water. That's it. Kills you. Kills all the germs in there. Heidi Young, you get massive spiders in caravans there. One ran over my white duvet once. Couldn't sleep until I found it. Oh, my God. Oh, I would die if one, because Heidi Young's, she's got a caravan on the same place as I am here. One ran over my white duvet. Was it a big bar? Was it a black one? Is that particular to this area? Black spiders. I don't know how it got in. I never saw a spider come into this house. Do you think it come for a vent? I'm going to have to block everything off. All holes must be sealed. All... Ellie's looking worried now. All holes must be sealed. How did it get in here? So we've got a £1 B&M spray. I'll have a look in B&M. Although I went into B&M in Skegness last week. Oh, what a nightmare that is. They ain't got a bloody clue what they're doing on those tills. Not only that, it's really hot. What is it about going in B&M stores? They're really hot. Not a B&Q, and there's the same sort of shops, type of like buildings as B&Q, but they're really hot in B&M stores. Have you found that? Gosh. Morning to Timmy Thomas. Good morning in there. Morning, Timmy. Hello to Jack Brown. Good morning, Jack. Let's just do some name checks. Gender-neutral story of the day. Introduction of gender-neutral uniforms for all. Banning girls' skirts now in school for trousers. Oh, don't even go about that gender-neutral. There's a couple, isn't there? I saw this in the paper yesterday. There's a couple who have decided when their baby is born, they're not going to tell it if it's a boy and a girl. It will be able to choose. You know, the fact that it's got a willy or a hole makes no difference. You know, it can choose. You know, I might come in the studio tomorrow, and from now on, you will call me Julie. Okay? I'm sorry, it just doesn't make sense to me at all. All this gender crap that they're confusing the kids with at school. That's a boy, that's a girl. That one, I get that. That one's gay, that one's straight, that one's transgender. She wants to become a girl. Okay. If you want to become a girl, chop, you can become a girl. Right? But to say I want to identify as a girl, before you even add that thing, I just don't get that. I'm sorry. Sorry, can't get it. There's some BBC programme coming out soon that will give you a choice of, I think it's 21 genders or something like that. One of which, I can only remember one of them in this story that I saw in the paper the other day, is cis male. Do you know what a cis male? Have a guess. Is it like a male who's a bit girly? No. A cis male is someone who was male at birth and has still decided to be male. So why not just call them male? What a load of crap this gender thing is. Does my head in. I see the latest story on the telly and I'm screaming at this telly. My sister says I shouldn't get so so annoyed about all this stuff. She says, don't watch the news and that's it. And then you won't get so upset about all these things. What do you think of that, Timmy? You're in the same sort of world as me. What do you think of that? Heidi's going to slap me on the arse as well. Thank you, Heidi. LaBelle says she's much bigger than me. I can lay across a fireplace mantle in a full split, so it might be big enough. I'm just going to scroll down here, boys and girls, to read some names because we're not moving forward, are we? Good morning to Adrian Richardson. Oh, we're at the end. Okay. Oh, okay, fair enough. We're at the end. We're at the end there. Good. Now, talking of spiders and that massive actual widow, it must have been an actual widow spider, Heidi Young. But false black widows are black, similar to the one I saw, with a little pattern of a skull on their back, indicating that they are actually from hell. Every few weeks, the devil opens his doors and lets spiders and scorpions and snakes out, and then closes them, and sends them out into the world to infect the world, before Jesus comes down from the cross and steps all over them. But in the time before he comes down and steps all over these evil insects from hell, they are left to roam and bite and sting and spit at us. Evil. But it wasn't a false widow. There was no skull on the back. It was a fat black spider, clearly an actual widow spider, here in my caravan waiting to eat me. Evil. Oh, what's this here? All right. Something about the Supreme Court, dear. I can't be bothered to read that. Spiders in the Sun this morning are plaguing Britain in record numbers. Now, actually, and Ellie, if you're all right with spiders, you may be able to get with my 22-year-old nephew, my darling, because he don't like them. He is terrified of spiders, my nephew. Okay? Perhaps you could contact him and say, you know, if he's got any spiders, to ring you and you will immediately go over there. Possibly in thigh-length boots and those stockings that Mark likes. Just suggesting to you. You could be my, what would it be? My niece-in-law if you married my nephew, couldn't you? I wonder what my sister would say. I'd love it, actually. I would love that. You walk in. I don't know how old you are, Ellie, but say you're about 40. I'd love that if you turned up with Jimmy. My sister's hand, her mouth would drop open, and then her voice would go up. What's going on here? Perhaps we could just arrange that and I can be standing there with the camera. Spiders are plaguing Britain in record numbers as boffins reveal we are seeing more and more eight-legged freaks. Oh, they're not freaks, are they? They're just other animals that a lot of us are scared. We are scared of them. We are scared of spiders. We are. People across the UK are being left in agony because of life-threatening false widow spider bites, which have left victims permanently disabled. Not to be joked about. Well, if a false widow does that, what would that actual widow spider have done to me in the bed last night? Frightening, really. And there's some pictures here. You can't see them, obviously. There are some pictures with some really nasty infections on people's skin where they've been bitten by a spider. The arachnids, I mean, that's even a horrible word, isn't it? Arachnid. That's a horrible word. The arachnids are invading British homes in record numbers due to this year's warm and wet summer, scientists have claimed. Unprecedented temperatures and heavy rain in parts of the UK have created the perfect breeding grounds for insect spiders like to eat. As a result, Britain appears to be finding more eight-legged creatures in their homes as usual. Professor Hart added, while there's actually not much you can do to keep them out, in the fight against house spiders, they are attracted to piles of mess. So that's my house, that is. What you need is a good cleaner or someone who's... My mate would be perfect for that, my best mate Ron. Oh, Christ. You can't move anything in his house, right? You sit on the settee, right? As soon as you get up to go and use the toilet, he puffs up the settee. And then when you come down for the toilet, he's straight up to the toilet to spray with that smelly stuff. He's ever so tidy and clean in his house. Hoovering every 5 minutes. The cat uses the litter tray. He's straight out there to empty it. My mate would be ideal to come and clean your house, I'll tell you that now. It carries on to say, removing their webs and filling gaps in walls and surfaces with filler, or of course, one of my favourite things, gaffer tape. Have I got any here? Gaffer tape. I haven't got any here. Gaffer tape fixes everything. Absolutely. I've got a gutter. I've got gutters fixed with gaffer tape. You know where it was dripping? Replace the gutter? Certainly not. Strip of gaffer tape. Good quality gaffer tape, mine. Don't get the cheap one. Get the really sticky one from B&Q. Find your crack. Cut a piece of gaffer tape. You have to be careful when you're cutting it because it'll stick to each other. Place on there. Rub it down. Thank you. 4 or 5 years ago. Still not leaking. Why replace the gutter? Gaffer tape fixes everything, darlings. I've even seen it used in operations. People who have had open heart surgery, run out of string to sew people up, gaffer tape straight down the middle. That's it. Don't know what it's like when they pull it off, but there we are. Removing webs and filling gaps in walls and surface can also reduce the number of potential spider dens they are hiding. Oh my God, what if I open a cupboard today and millions of spiders crawl out? What would I do? Evil. Yesterday there was one outside my house which I've noticed has been getting bigger and bigger, but I didn't dispose of that one. I got a glass and I quickly scooped it up and I placed it in a bush outside. Do you know what would be really scary? If I get back home, right, in a couple of days' time, and that spider is back in its position, because I took it quite away from the house in sort of like a wooded area near mine. False widows, it says here. It says there are 650 types of spider in the UK, including 12 that are harmful to humans. False widows are the main offenders and have most recently been found in the south of England. Or maybe it wasn't. See, it wasn't a false widow. It was an actual widow spider. A proper widow. I don't know what they're called. We told last week how this is in the Sun, one bloke suffered weeks of agony, a young father, after being bitten by the venomous beasts in Southampton. This bloke, he's only 26, was bitten 5 times. His 3-year-old son, Freddie, was also bitten as they slept in their beds, leaving the family petrified. Poor kid. And isn't it horrible when you see a child hurt and they're crying and they're screaming, you can't do anything to help them. And he's not alone. Other victims have had their wounds turn septic, leading to full limb amputations and even death. So don't leave a spider's... If it looks infected, get down that bloody hospital as quickly as possible. You know, be prepared to wait about 12 hours. Probably worth paying someone private to have a look at it. Worried experts are warning that the chilling false widow population has exploded across the UK this year. Lewis said, I can't walk, it's very difficult and haven't been able to shower properly for over a month. I think there were some people in the pub last night who were like that. Haven't bothered to shower for a month. The bites are painful, so there we are. Oh, and there's a picture. Oh, there's a picture of his bum with a bite on it. That looks quite nice, actually. Not as nice as mine, obviously. Don't need to tell you that, do I? Eh? So, and then there's a map. The map shows where false widows have been found. High density in London at the southeast. That's including Bracknell in Berkshire, where I live. Now, where I am now, on the northeast, it says medium density in the northeast. So, yes, nothing in Scotland. Nothing in Scotland. Mind you, in Scotland, they've got the poison dwarf, haven't they? What's her name? What's her name? They've got her up there. I think I'd rather have the false widow spiders than her. What's her name? Nicola Sturgeon. Here's a quick impression of Nicola Sturgeon. Are you ready? Ready? Hello, I'm Nicola Sturgeon. We want another Scottish referendum. We need a Scottish referendum. No, I think I'll stick to the spiders bar, darling. Right. Scrolling back there, let's have a look. Jason, a couple of those lasses were good at the karaoke last night. Yes, they were. In particular, there was a lovely girl there called Kitty, who had a real good style to her. She had like not what they call DM boots on. She had black fishnet. Sorry, Mark, keep your hands above the desk, please. Black fishnet stockings on, and I think she had pink hair. I thought her look was fantastic. I really did. So she was lovely in there last night. Good. Adrian Richardson, orange peel. Spiders don't like the smell. Well, I don't think I would after a while, after it had gone off. I think chestnuts as well. Chestnut juice or something like that, wouldn't it? Ellie, my sister had a big spider run up her leg. Actually bit her leg. She couldn't get her trousers off quick enough. I think you're the same, aren't you? With your trousers, Ellie. Judging from some of your messages today. Gosh. Sean, remove the dust from the crack. Gaffer tape will not stick to a dusty crack. Oh, I do. No, I cleaned it very much first. You talking about the guttering. I give it a good clean first. Don't worry about that. We cleaned down to the plastic. And then I stuck this gaffer tape on it. This is about it's maybe more than 5 years ago. And the gutter still is not leaking. So there we are. Gaffer tape, Ellie. That's what we need, my dear. That's what we need. Right. Jamie Davidson. Good morning, Jamie. Welcome to the show. I don't have an issue with spiders. They're amazing creatures. Well, send us your address, Jamie. We'll send them all round for you, mate. You can keep all the spiders if you want to. All right. We'll do one more story. By the way, I'm working on something else as well as the raffle. We could carry on doing the raffle as we're doing now. We're working on something else. A bingo game that we could do one show a week on. Okay, so this is how I'm hoping it's going to work. I don't have someone is doing some software for me at the moment. I have had software for this before, but unfortunately it doesn't work anymore. Something to do with SMTP not working as it used to. So it doesn't work as it did. Okay. So I've got a bloke working, a friend of mine actually, who actually created the original software for me. You can't buy. I've had a good look online, and I can't find anything. It requires a bingo thing where you push a button and numbers come up. 5 and 9, 59, 90 blind 90, that sort of thing. So that's at this end. You wouldn't be able to see that. You just have to listen to me reading the numbers out. Okay. Anyone who wants to join in sends me their email. Please don't do this now because it's not ready yet. We'll have to test it first to see if it's ready once it's done. If you want to join in, you would send me your email address, okay, between shows. We couldn't do it while we're doing a show because it's going to take quite a lot of time. So between shows, send me your email address. I'll add you to the list. Then I push a button and whoever's on that list should get a virtual bingo ticket. All right? Which you can, if you want to, print off, or you can sort of mark it on the screen. I don't know how you would do that. I would print it off if I were you. And then I would read out the numbers. 5 and 9, 59, you mark that off. And of course, just like a game of bingo, except there are no physical tickets, unless of course you print them off. and in the winner, I don't know, fridge magnet or something like that. So we're working on something at this particular time, something else to just have a little bit of a laugh with. All right, boys and girls, and I think that could be quite fun doing something like that. Mark, do I get a magnet for the idea? No, you don't get a magnet for the idea. God's sake, there. Can I have a magnet for this? Can I have a magnet for that? People begging for magnets here. Jason Carter, good morning, Jason. Welcome to the show. Claire, Claire saw Kitty. Oh, do you know her, Claire? Claire says Kitty's a lovely girl. She sings at my local karaoke's. Yes, and I noted she doesn't live far from me either. I believe she went to, I was looking at her little profile on the Facebook, Bracknell and Wokingham College, which is, of course, is just down the road from my house there, you know, so not far at all. Jason says you got a bit protective of your stage last night, getting quite aggressive at times. What happens at karaoke? People just walk onto the stage. When I'm doing a karaoke, whoever's on the stage, that's their 3 minutes of fame. Or in Helgi's case, 8 minutes, because he does that bloody bat out of hell, doesn't he? He's a lovely, Helgi's a lovely chap. He's such a nice person, he really is. But for that period of time, that's their spotlight. So it really pisses me off when someone just jumps onto the stage and walks past in front of them. You know, it's their thing. And I don't understand why people with common sense would tell you, you don't jump onto a stage and walk across someone. Would you do that to Shirley Bassey? Certainly not. She'd have you. She'd kick you to death. She'd kick the poo out of you, wouldn't she? Can you imagine her? Goldfinger, and grabs you by the hair and kicks you and throws you off the stage. That's what Shirley Bassey would do. Thank you. Yes, Claire knows her so well. Nothing is so good, it lasts eternally. Do you get it? I know him so well. Barbara Dixon. Sorry, no, never mind. Yes, I know her well. Kitty has a lovely voice, always comes with Colin. Is that Coco Colin? Coco Colin, I think, if that's who you mean, I think. Another great singer and a good friend. They were lovely people in there, really nice people. Good morning to Marty Neds. Welcome to the show, Marty Neds. I think you're a first-time viewer today. Virginia Gonzalez is in the house. Good morning to you. Hello to Maddie. Can I have a magnet for signing in? No, you've got to have a raffle ticket, my darling. You've got to have a raffle ticket. Ellie, now you're lying now. Ellie, I'm friends with your nephew, though, love. He's 21 years old. No, it's not him. He's 22, my nephew. So now I know you're lying. I think you just got a mirage now of you and him, haven't you? You and my nephew together. He's very popular, my nephew, with the girls and the boys. I get boys on here saying, oh, could you get me a photo of him? Pervs. Every last one of you. Hello to Big Joe. Enjoyed the karaoke last night. Good morning, Big Joe. Everyone's very late, joining us extremely late for the show, aren't you? Gosh. Ellie fancied the security guard. And half of London, love. All right. So one more story here. Disturbing origins of wedding traditions. This is in this morning's Daily Mirror. I found this very interesting. I was reading this just before we came on stream today. And the story says, once you know the weird, dark and often disturbing historical background of wedding day customs, you might never look at any marriage ceremony this way again. Raffle tickets coming up after this story, okay? It goes, wedding traditions are so deeply ingrained, casting them aside raises eyebrows or even a collective gasp. Shall we do that together? Do a collective gasp together. You ready? Here we go, and gasp now. Did you do it? A collective gasp from guests, but a closer look behind some of the customs, from cutting the cake to throwing the bouquet, and you'll see a darker side of the big day. It's all very scary. But hang on a minute. Where's two? That's two there. What's that? What's that do? Does that work for you like that? If we change that now and again, does that work for you? Let me just move that little thing up there, so I know what I'm doing. Now and again, it's quite nice to have a different camera angle now and again, isn't it? You know. It says some are disturbing, some are weird, and many should be dumped faster than a reception DJ who declines to play Hi-Ho Silver Lining. Oh, I've seen DJs like that. You know, if it's not in the charts, they won't play it. There was a DJ I worked at who will remain nameless, and it was not Ray Reynolds. Ray was a DJ once, you know. who walked down the bar once and said, if anyone asks for ABBA, I'll give them the headphones and they can go and play it themselves. Well, that's the wrong attitude to take. Customer should choose the songs. Okay, there is a bit of a line, really. You know, if a customer asks for some hard house or techno or jungle music at a wedding, I'm telling you now, it's not going to work. Okay, it will not work. I never forget, I did a 21st birthday, some years ago it was now, near me in Bracknell, some sort of social club or something. And the birthday girl, she gave me a list of songs. And I said to her, well, that's fine. I can play everything on this list if you want me to. But I have to tell you, people won't dance to this. Okay, take my advice. People won't dance to this. If you want me to play this, no problem at all. But people, you won't get a lot of people dancing with it. Oh, that's okay. All my friends will dance to it. Well, they're not going to. Please take it from experience. So the day came and I stuck to her playlist as she requested. She's paying the money. She calls the tune. Okay? As requested, so I'm playing these tunes. No one's done. Now and again, her and maybe 2 friends get up and start having a little dance in the corner. But generally, no one's interested. And a bloke came up after about 2 hours. Nice bloke. And said, any chance of some Michael Jackson? I said, I've got a playlist here. And she has asked me to stick to it. I'll put one on for you. Do you know, I'm getting quite hot in here now. Let me put my fan on there. Let me know if that fan noise is annoying. Okay? Can you hear that? So turn it down. That's quite loud, isn't it? Hang on. Let's turn it down a little bit. How's that? Can you cope with that? Let me have a look at my level. I don't think you can hear that at all, can you? No, good. Anyway, so this bloke, I said, I'll try and squeeze one in for you. So, you know, he went back to his seat and I put on the Michael Jackson. Don't stop till you get enough. Okay? Don't stop till you get enough. So I put this Michael Jackson up. Immediately, a load of people come on the dance floor. Let me tell you, if you have trouble getting people to dance, try Michael Jackson's song. Usually works. So we got people dancing. Halfway through the song, this lovely girl come up and she said, I hope you don't mind me saying, do you mind sticking to the playlist? No, no problem at all, my love. That's okay. You know, you don't then say, don't start an argument. She is paying you. Yeah? And too many people think they know better. Well, you do. I did know better than her, actually. But she's paying the money. So you've got to go and, you know, do what they want. That's what they're paying you for. So I went back to the playlist. Everyone sat down again. And that was it for the rest of the night, really. Sorry, the RAF boys are going over. You know, sometimes you wonder, why did you book me if you know better? But that's what she wanted. It was all a bit, the music was all a bit, it was a bit heavy R&B, not commercial R&B, not like Beyonce R&B, heavier R&B, you know, with a lot of rapping going over it as well. And I had this list of songs and I made sure I had them all and I just played those. No one danced. In fact, the boyfriend came up, her boyfriend, who was a lovely lad as well. He came up and says, can you do something with the music? I said, well, I did try, but your girlfriend came over and told me to go back to the playlist. Oh, okay, mate. Well, thanks very much anyway. And that was it. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. There's a bloke, you know, and so it's quite right in this story here. Some are disturbing. Many should be dumped faster than a reception DJ who declines to play Hi-Ho Silver Lining. You're the DJ. The bride is paying you. Should bloody well play what they want. Honestly. It says, because while many... and if no one dances, you've got someone to blame anyway. I can't play that because the bride, or even better than that, the bride's mother. No one argues with the bride's mother. Oh, my God. They wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare. You just go and say, no, this is, the bride has told me this is... Oh, yeah, but... I said, well, you're going to have to speak to the bride. And if she says it's all right... then let me know. Sometimes they go away, they come back. The bride said no. The bride, you wait for the bride to tell you. Because people lie. People lie through their teeth. Oh yeah, the bride has said, no, get the bride to tell me. Because I don't know that. You've got to get the bride to tell me. And then if she comes over and says it's all right, then that's fine. She is paying you. Do what she says. It says here in the Daily Mirror, while many couples consider old-fashioned wedding customs just harmless, nods to superstition Their origins are pretty grim. Now, I didn't know any of this. Inadvertently, wedding guests have gathered in their fanciest clothes to watch the ceremonial losing of a bride's virginity. That's what this is. Admire an accessory to disguise BO and congratulate a man chosen to help kidnap a bride. That's what it says here. Before we explain the bleak background to some widely followed wedding traditions, be warned that you'll never look at a ceremony the same way again. Number 1. The groom must not see the bride the night before the wedding. In modern times, this might be to protect the bride's blushes as she bleaches her moustache and slathers on a face pack before the big day. But the tradition originates from the days of arranged marriages, where marriage was more of a business arrangement than something done for love. The couple weren't allowed to see each other before the ceremony for fear they'd do a runner. Wearing a vow. Where's that come from? They're once-in-a-lifetime accessories that give bride mystique, drama and a bit of a shield to hide behind as she nervously walks down the aisle. But they were first introduced to protect brides from the evil eye and jealousy. The evil eye. Spiders have got evil. Spiders got loads of eyes, haven't they? Spiders. Well, that one I got rid of didn't see me coming last night. And during the times of arranged marriages, the bride's face would be covered until the groom had committed to the marriage, as the fear he'd think she was ugly and bolt for the exit. Oh, and after your wedding, don't let your friend try on your vow. It's supposed to mean she'll run off with your husband. Bridesmaids. We like a load of little bridesmaids there, don't we? We think of bridesmaids as the bride's best friends, who she can trust with her hen-do secrets and laugh at by making them wear tasteless dresses and do tedious tasks on the day. They have so much more ominous origins, as they originally wore similar dresses to the bride to confuse her exes and outsmart evil spirits. Evil! We'll do one more and then we're going to do the raffle. Okay. The best man, usually chosen as the groom's best mate and someone with enough natural wit to make guests laugh. A mother-in-law blush with a side-splitting speech. Way back in yonder years, the best man's role was to make sure the bride didn't escape during the ceremony and to kidnap her if necessary. Oh dear. Actually, we're gonna do one more. I'll do one more, and then if you want to read any more of it, it's in the Daily Mirror this morning under the section Weird News. Okay. Actually, do you want me to? I'll tweet it. Let me tweet the story for you. I've got Twitter. Okay. I don't clean myself up on Twitter, just to be warned about that. I'm quite raw on Twitter. Okay. I just say what I think. There's no cleaning up on Twitter. My Twitter is Chris Reardon UK. There we are. I've tweeted that whole story there for you there. Okay. Twitter.com/Chris Reardon UK. If you don't like it, a little bit of swearing, please don't join me on there, all right? Where's that gone now? Disturbing origins. There we are. Bride given away. The moment a father passes their daughter's hand to her new groom is a tearjerker part of the ceremony. Oh, look. Oh, da, 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 da. Will I ever get married, do you think? Is there anyone for me in this life? Probably not. How sad is that? But it doesn't matter. I've got you. But it has stark origins. The tradition dates back to the days when marriage was more of a business was more of a business arrangement. Brides would be handed over to a new owner, usually in exchange for money or dowry. Just think how busy you'd be, Ellie. You'd have a new owner every day, wouldn't you, Matthew? They got exchanged for money or a dowry. So there we are. Just a few of the little bits and pieces there. What's the bouquet one? Hang on a minute. What's a wedding? Cutting of the cake. Oh my God, the cutting of the cake. I've got to read you this one as well. Cutting of the cake. It's a not to be missed moment of any wedding reception when the groom places his hand over the bride's buttock. Sorry, the bride's hand. to jointly cut the wedding cake, and everyone claps, as if cutting a cake was an extraordinarily tricky business. It doesn't just mean time for a second helping of pudding, but dates back to ancient Rome, when the broken cake represented the breaking of the bride's virginity. Not these days, it don't, mate. They've tried out a few before they get to the proper one, haven't they? Now there's an appetite suppressor if you ever needed one. So that's the Daily Mirror there. Okay, once again, I've tweeted that. My Twitter is twitter.com/Chris Redden UK. Disturbing origins of wedding traditions for you. All right, okie doke. Just scrolling up a little bit there. 1 second, my darling. Eric, hello, Eric. Love your shirt, Chris. Shalom from Tel Aviv, and shalom to you as well, Eric. Okay. Good morning to Leon Corrigan. I'm not going to get all these messages in. I'm sorry. They've just so many have scrolled past since I started this now. Hello to Leon Corrigan. Hello, Leon. Hello to David and Hamill. Oh, it's done that. If you want to get people off the dance floor, try Barry Manilow. How dare you, dear? Did you see him at proms? Oh, it was great. It was great. Actually, the Barry Manilow fan club tickets went on sale yesterday because he's coming here next year. All those planes this morning, there's a lot of planes going over. He's coming here next year. And I was trying to get a ticket last night, a decent one, and I did get through, but I was getting like row M, row L, and it's just too far back for me. My friend Wendy says just keep trying, but I was unsuccessful. Not only that, I found they're not doing front row tickets this year, which are sold at they're quite expensive. But nevertheless, I would probably be prepared to buy just one for myself. I'm not going to take anyone else in the front row because it is quite expensive. But they're not going to do them, so I don't think I'm going to be going to see Barry Manilow next year. It's nothing to do with, you know, pride or anything like that, not being able to get near the front. I cannot enjoy a show unless I'm near the front. Sort of the front 3 or 4 rows, you know, A, B, C or D. Any of those rows, couldn't get a ticket, couldn't get one. So I don't think I'm going to go next year. My friend Wendy, she says, well, it's part of being there. No, last time I went to a Barry concert, it was actually Wendy who got me a ticket. She said it was a good one, and I'm sure it would have been for most people, but it was kind of at the side. And you could see the whole stage, but I felt so far back from that stage, probably because I've been in the front row before. I felt so far back and I did not enjoy it. I'm sorry. I just cannot enjoy it unless I'm quite near the front. So it's pointless me going and spending, I mean, normal price tickets. I think tickets last night were going for 150 quid. Something like that. So if you can't get the seat that you want, I don't think there's anything point in going. You know, just being there isn't good enough for me. I want to be near the front and then I feel part of it. Otherwise, no, didn't want to go. So I was only able to get my Barry Manilow tickets yesterday, unfortunately. Hello to Thomas H. Good morning, Thomas, over there on Vaughan Live. Good morning to Dinny, just joining us there. You're just in time for the raffle tickets there. Okay. Let's have a look. Jason, best man's job now is to get the groom tied up naked by the end of the night and send me round. All right, Ellie. Over on Twitter, Ellie, you just say what you want, my darling. Doesn't matter. But be warned, you know, I just speak my mind on there and that's it. Does Barry notice you? Probably not, Vaughan. Probably not, Thomas. I'm sure he doesn't. I wouldn't go to Barry's concert if I was given a free ticket. Dinny enjoyed the karaoke last night as well, so thank you very much. Paul and Lou is rumoured to be doing the Legend spot at Glastonbury next year. Yes, as indeed he was this year. He was rumoured to be doing it this year as well. Quite possibly, Paul and Lou, but you wouldn't catch me at Glastonbury. Oh my God. All that dirt and the toilets. No, absolutely not. And I think you can get posh toilet. If you pay extra, you can use posh toilets at Glastonbury. Is that right? And have places with showers and things like that, but it'd probably cost you an arm and a leg, wouldn't it? I don't think I'd like that. I mean, 20 years ago when I used to go to a club, Turnmills in London, I might have done it then, but no, I don't think I'd want to do something like that again. You know, go go to an outdoor event like that. It doesn't do it for me anymore. All right. I'll just hello to Angela Waters. Morning, Angela. She got her birthday things there yesterday, so thank you. Good morning to Maddie on Vaughan Live as well. Morning, Maddie. And there we are. Good. Okie doke. It's raffle ticket time, gang. Let's do your raffle tickets now. We have our draw on Monday mornings between 8:30 and 10 o'clock. If you win, you get one of these. Okay. There's only one raffle a week, and you would get to win one of those. Okay. This is a fridge magnet. People are going mad for these. If you don't want to win one, you want to buy one, there are available. £10,000 payable to my PayPal account, chris@chrisreardon.co.uk. That's my PayPal account. Stick £10,000 in there. Give me your postal address, and I'll personally come round and deliver it to you. If not, the only other way to do one is to get a raffle ticket and join in the raffle on Monday morning between 8:30 and 10 o'clock. Okay? If you want a raffle ticket, you must now send me a message. Just say, ticket please, can I have a ticket? Or just put ticket, and I'll give you a raffle ticket. If you send a message, then I'll assume that's not for a raffle ticket, and I'll just read the message. Okie doke, my darlings. If you're watching a recording of the show, then you can claim your tickets by email. You can only claim one ticket per show, and you can have one ticket every time we do a show. You can claim your ticket right up to the beginning of the next show. Please don't do as Adam the plumber duck keeps doing and claim your ticket bloody 4 minutes before the next show starts. That's just bloody difficult. Very, very difficult, Adam. And you did it again this morning. I will have to ban you, Adam. You will have to be punished. I'm sorry. I shall personally come round to your house and remove the statue of me that you've got in your living room. I will have to do that. All right. If Adam's with us this morning. There we are. Okie doke. So, here we go. Let's just scroll up and do your tickets. 1 second, please, my darling. Here we go. Please give me a chance to get to your name. Don't keep asking for a ticket, because then it's really confusing, okay? And if you get caught getting 2 tickets by whatever method, you have all your tickets taken out, and that's it. You're allowed 1 ticket per show by whatever method that you claim it. Okay, so here we go. When I get to the end of the list, I will say I'm at the end of the list. Have I missed anyone out? If I have, then is your time to talk, okay? Claire! Looks like Claire, you're first. Okay, Claire. Claire L, ticket number 771, Claire. There you go. All right, Claire. 771 for you, darling. 772 for Sean Pye. Sean Pye. There you go. Sean Pye. 771. 772 for Sean. Did I say 1 there? 772 for Sean Pye. I also write your names on the back as well, okay, so there's no confusion. Dinny baby. There you go, Dinny. 773 for you, sir. Okay. Michael Lawrence. It's really nice to see you, Michael. I mean that. You're such a happy person as you're walking around in that pub last night. Michael Lawrence. Lawrence. There you go, Michael. 774. Okay, Michael. 775 for... what does that say? Trying to. I don't want to... What's that mean? Trying to, Leon. Trying to. That looks like part of a message there. I don't know what that means. Michael Pullman, 775. I think Michael must be the most popular name of viewers that watch this show. 775 for Michael Pullman. Matthew Van, 776. Hello, Matty. All right, mate. Matthew Van. There you go, sir. 776 for you. Okay. There we are. Jason Hughes. Once again, gang. There you go, Jason. 777. It's just become a little bit impossible for me to read out every single message that comes through. that's going to happen as we've got busier. It's just impossible to read out all the messages, so sometimes we have to keep scrolling down, although I do try and give everyone a name check at least as you come through. Okay, there you go, Jason. All right. Leon's trying to work, but he'll keep watching. Get on with your work and stop watching this rubbish, Leon. It won't do you any good. You get blind. Heidi. All right, Heidi Oliver. Heidi Oliver. There you go, Heidi. 778 for you. 778. If my sister's watching, can you remind me to get Heidi a key ring? I'll probably remember, but I might need a little bit of jolt when we're down there, okay? Roy Brownlow. There's Roy. Roy Brownlow. 779, Roy. Thank you. Angela Walters. 7. Oh, hang on. No, Roy. Heidi Young. Heidi Young. There you go, darling. 780 for you, Heidi Young. Well, the internet's been all... Oh, I shouldn't say that. Shouldn't say that. Don't say that, Chris. Do not say the internet's been quite good today, because it'll go. I reset... The lady at 3 told me to reset the router every time before I start a show. So I'm going to do that in future. Heidi Young. Angela Waters. There she is. Angela Waters in Australia. All right, darling. 781 for you, Angela. Mark Bowles. There's our Mark. Bowles. It was Mark who suggested the bingo, actually. And then I remembered I had this program. Unfortunately, it's not working properly. So, as I say, the bingo game, we will choose a day or maybe a night to do that. We could have a little bit of fun with a bingo game. And again, that would be for another fridge magnet. Okay. 783 goes to Paul and Lou. Paul and Lou. Okay. I was a bit concerned that you'd get bored doing this raffle thing, but that doesn't seem to have happened. So I'm quite pleased about that. Elle Scott Shaw. I'm always getting mixed up and running into men's public toilets. Then I realise what I've done and I run back out again. Right, of course you do, Ellie, darling. Do you have a good look while you're in there, my love? Do you? Do you get any videos? Do you do upskirting but for blokes? There's a new law now. You're not allowed to take pictures up ladies' skirts anymore, are you? 784, Virginia. All right, my love. David and Hemel, sarcasm is the worst form of humour. Yes, it certainly is. Heidi's are saying hello to each other. Leon Corrigan. There's Leon. Leon Corrigan. For you, sir, number 785. Okay, Leon. Oh, that's jumped up. 1 second, my darling. Ooh, where are we there? Ooh, bum. There's Leon. Elle Scott Shaw. Christ, how many have we given out today? I'm going to count the tickets to see how many we actually give out on per show now. Elle Scott Shaw. Elle Scott Shaw. What I might do, Ellie, if you win the fridge magnet, I might give you the choice of having a fridge magnet or a night out with my nephew, 786. What do you reckon? He's batting them off, I tell you that now. He's very popular, as I was some years ago, unfortunately. Now they just walk past, but never mind. 787. 787 for Big Joe. There you go, Big Joe. All right, 787 for you, sir. See, I write the names on the back. It's a little bit too bright in here for you to see. I wonder if that works on the other one, does it? Let me just try that. Does it work on that? Can you see? Yes, you can see that better on that one, actually, can't you? But can you see where I've written Big Joe? I do that to all the tickets. They all get the name written down there, all right? But take a note of your number anyway. It's all part of the fun. Big Joe. 788 for Adam the Plumber. Adam the Plumber. 788. 788 for Adam. There we are. You'll have to get yourself. You should get yourself. I think, Adam, have you got like a pearly king and queen button thing? Have you got one? I'm sure you've got one. Have I seen you in one of those? I don't know if I have or not. All right. Mark, anyone asking for 2 or causing trouble, I'm your man. Yeah, Mark Bowles is our resident doorman here, boys and girls, at United Kingdom Talk. Okay, if there's any trouble, he comes round to your house. Right, Mark Bowles comes around to your house, and it's a bit like those blokes on Can't Pay, where I Take You Away, my favourite comedy programme in the world. I like the old bloke. It's a bit like that, but rougher. He don't muck up. There's no. As soon as you open the door, it doesn't start with the talking. You just get knocked straight out like that. You are then dragged out of your house, taken round the back of your home, and you have the hell kicked out of you by Mark. And this is videoed and then uploaded to Ustream and Facebook. Don't muck about. I send Mark round. Okay, thank you. Dinny, people talk to each other. Maddie's off now. Bye-bye, Maddie. Off to walk the dogs while the sun's out. Oh, how lovely. I'm going out in a minute, going down the swimming pool a little bit later on. Apparently the most popular name for babies is Oliver, which shows we are all people of a certain age. Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself part of the family. Dad, Michael, can I have a date with your nephew? No, he's not gay, dear. He's straight boy. I'm sorry, Michael. Oh, dear. What's wrong with you all? Jason, poor Jimmy is getting rented out. Now, there's an idea. I could be the pimp, couldn't I? I'd get more than I do on the bleeding super chat anyway. Ellie, yes, Chris, I've seen loads of blokes things in public toilets. I expect you have. Are you going in the lockouts with them as well? You are naughty, Ellie. Worse than I used to be. Is that it? Is that everything? Ticket, please. I've already got a magnet, so can I have a date with your nephew? No, it's only for the ladies, David. He ain't gay, mate. Just me. Too much power for one person. Okay, is that it? Is that it? Russ Vernon, can I have a date with Jimmy or yourself? What is wrong with you all this morning? You're all desperate, aren't you? Good morning to Kevin James. The show was good today. We've had a good laugh on the show. Okay, I'm at the end of the list. I'm at the end of the list. Has anyone asked for a raffle ticket and didn't get one? Please speak now. Okay? If you're watching a recording of the show, get your raffle ticket by email. There's the address at the top of the screen there, boys and girls. Oh, sorry, the bottom of the screen there. Okay, get your raffle ticket by email if you're watching a recording of the show. If anyone's with us live at the moment and I didn't read your name out there, please ask now. Russ Vernon, thank you, Russ. Didn't I do you? Uh-huh. 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 Ba 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 da da ba uh-huh. 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 Feels like I'm made out of gingerbread. Do you know that one? No? Okay. Please yourself. Just me then. Russ Vernon. Russ Vernon. Ticket number 789. 789. Thank you very much. Oh, Kevin said I did him. Okay, let's just have a quick look. Russ Vernon. I thought I did him. I thought I did him as well. I just had a quick look. I didn't find it. Sean, Dinny, Michael, Matthew, Michael, another Michael, Jason. Ooh, bloody ticket on the floor there. Dropped your ticket then, Jason. Jason, Heidi, Roy, Heidi, Angela, Mark, Paul and Lou, Virginia, Leon, Ellie. No, I didn't. Big Joe and Adam. No, I didn't. Russ Vernon. Now, who tried to get you into trouble then? Kevin James. Kevin, that's very naughty. Why are you trying to get viewers who abide by the rules into trouble? I'm very, very disappointed. Let me get my disappointed glasses out. Where are they? Hello, glasses. Oh, there they are. There's my disappointed glasses. Very, very disappointed with you, Kevin. To try and get another valued viewer into trouble. I think I'm going to have to put a little mark next to your name. Very disappointed, Kevin, that you would try. Are you the one that used to sit at the back of the class? No, it's him that did it, miss. It was him. Miss! 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 Order! 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 I'm just tempted to hover on your name and block you for 2 shows as punishment, Kevin. Very naughty. Very, very, very naughty. Right. Thomas has missed most of the show. Never mind, Thomas. Yeah, watch it on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube, would you, Thomas? I could do with a few more subscriptions on there. YouTube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Find us on there, all right, my friend. Angela, what is it with the English people saying, you're right, you're right? That is so annoying. And what part of English is that? You're right. It's so annoying. Absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Angela. And actually, there's something about the Australian talking that I don't like. Shall I tell you what that is, Angela? Right? You lot in Australia, whenever you ask a question, you go up instead of down. And lots of your sentences, I've noticed this, and it's really annoying. And once you've noticed it, you can't get it out of your head. They do it on Home and Away and Neighbours. And mainly, it seems to be actually the girls that do it more than the boys, where they go up at the end of a sentence instead of down. Now, you heard me go down at the end of that sentence. But if I was Australian, I'd go up, and I'd keep going up all the time. And it's really annoying when people keep going up all the time. Why don't they get down? But they don't. They go up. And that's I find that really annoying in the Australian language. So, touche, dear. Touche. Living cheek. Joanna, hello, Joanna. Joanna, Ebola is in the house. She's had the treatment and she hasn't got it anymore. So, congratulations, Joanna. Joanna, Ebola. I do actually put Ebola on the ticket. You know that, don't you? Joanna, Ebola. Can you see that? 790, darling. 790, good God. So, is that everyone? Look, they're all telling me to boot you now. They're telling me to boot you, Kevin James. You've upset a lot of people this morning. Very. Thank you. Thank you. Are you going to sub me? What's that? Oh, subscribe. I get it. Jason, he was blaming other people farting when it was him. Yeah, he's one of those. I know that. All right. Okay, Sean, modern technology. I'm sitting outside my doctor waiting for the wife. Right, how many tickets did we give out today? Okay, ticket lines are closed now. Everyone should have had a ticket that asked. If you didn't, please do it by email. Let's see how many we gave out. 2, 4, 6. Oh, hang on. Any texts in? No. 8. 10, 12, 14. Gosh, don't we give out a lot there? 16, 18, 19 tickets and 1 date with my nephew. Hello to Mark Hording. Oh, you're just in there, Mark, at the end. Angela, hey, Chris, up your high-pitched... Have I got a high-pitched voice as well, Angela? 791, Mark Cording, all right. Mark was at the Proms in the Park, weren't you? Looks like you had a good time there. Mark Cording, thank you. 791 for you, Mark. Sean's outside the police station, really, wanting to sign the Daily Register. Is he gone now, is he? Poor old Sean. All right. I'll let you see you've upset Russ Vernon now. Please boot Kevin, Chris. I'm upset. All right, let's do today's birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday on this, what are we, Tuesday the 17th of, sorry gang, where are we? Tuesday the 17th of September 2019 to Mr. Paul Watts. Good morning, Paul. Paul did podcasts similar to me when we were doing audio only. So happy birthday to you, Paul. I don't know if you still do them now. It's been a long time since I spoke to you. Happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday today to Lee Howard, who's 49 years old. Good morning, Lee. Happy birthday to Craig James, 29 years old today. James Butler is 34 today. Daniel Martin is 30. We've got a lot of millennials today. No doubt you'll all find something to be offended about. Oh, we're millennials. We're offended. Daniel Martin today is 35 years old today. Jacqui Guthrie was Kelly. Happy birthday to you, Jacqui. And Patricia Visser is her birthday as well today. So happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. All right. Isn't it nice? Ellie's always on there wishing everyone happy birthday from Ireland, where you have. Okay. Oh, we just got a text in there. 1 second. Mark Bowles, just so you have a text. Thank you, Mark. Oh, you are on my heart now. You are on my ever-increasing breast. Ah, thank you, Mark, for that nice little text coming in this morning, just to make sure that the text thing is working. So there we are. Mark says Barry Manilow was amazing. Bonnie Tyler lost her voice and lost the words to her song. Well, that happens sometimes, doesn't it? That does happen sometimes. You sing like a cat on heat. Meow, meow, meow. Do you remember the Meow song? Who did that? Oh, that was Hinge and Bracket. Was it the Meow song? Was that Hinge and Bracket? Meow, 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 meow. Do you remember that? Type it in, the Meow song, Hinge and Bracket on YouTube, and you'll find that. It's hilarious. Hilarious. All right, that's it for the show today. Thank you very, very much for joining us, boys and girls. Been a pleasure to sit here and chat away to you as always. I'll see you again, hopefully tomorrow morning. Should be earlier on a Wednesday, sort of around about 9 o'clock time. Maybe a bit earlier, maybe slightly later, something like that. Apart from that, have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.